Most of us don't actually struggle with confidence. Our issue is that we can't trust ourselves to show up as the version of ourselves that we say we want to be. Confidence isn't a personality trait that you're either born with or not. It's that one relationship that lasts your entire life, the relationship between you and yourself. And if you've ever felt like you should be more confident by now, or like everyone else knows something you don't, you're not alone. Today we will talk about the kind of confidence that feels good in the body, not the confidence that you have to fake, not how to look confident on the outside, but how to actually feel it in your body, even when nobody's watching. I believe there are 5 areas that shape your inner confidence more than anything else. Let's go through them one by one. And number 1 is your commitment to growth. You see, confidence grows from evidence, not daily affirmations, not wishful thinking, but evidence of real, consistent action and a commitment to meaningful growth as a human being. Psychologists call this the growth mindset. And people who have growth mindset don't feel confident because they're naturally talented. They feel confident because they can see themselves improving. Dr. Albert Bandura speaks of this concept of self-efficacy, or this belief that your effort actually affects your outcome. And it's said to be one of the strongest predictors of confidence. When you deliberately choose discomfort, you teach yourself that you can handle challenges. And your identity becomes that of a person who can actually do hard things. Think about somebody who goes to the gym consistently and derives confidence not from the fact that their body is improving magically overnight, but from the fact that they are able to show up and follow through. They see themselves keeping a promise even when they would rather stay at home and watch Netflix, and their confidence grows as a result of that. Or learning a new language, or posting your first video online. You don't become confident because you're suddenly good. You become confident because you survive the discomfort of being bad at something new. The second pillar of confidence is boundaries. And boundaries have nothing to do with controlling others, trying to impact their behavior or how they treat you. Boundaries are all about showing yourself how you're willing and not willing to be treated. Every time you tolerate something that hurts you, you teach your subconscious that my needs are not important. Every time you override your internal no, your nervous system becomes a little bit more dysregulated. You essentially lose that self-trust. Self-trust is knowing that you've got your own back. You have your best interests at heart, even when nobody else does. People-pleasing is another big one. Trying to predict what everyone else needs, trying to meet their needs, trying not to disappoint others or to be liked. People-pleasing is actually a form of self-abandonment, and nothing destroys confidence faster than abandoning yourself daily. Some other examples could be staying late at work and taking on more tasks, even when you feel resentful. Your subconscious learns that my time is not valuable, or saying yes to social plans when you're exhausted and would rather stay at home. Your body learns that your energy is secondary. Or let's say tolerating a romantic partner who doesn't meet your needs. Your self-esteem gets injured in tiny ways every time you do that. A lot of my clients don't realize that their struggle with boundaries in their family environment actually affects how they show up in their business and even in their creative expression. Every boundary you set, lovingly and clearly, is an act of self-worth. Which brings me to my next point. These days, it's so easy to get obsessed over the external signs of confidence. How you look, how others perceive you when you walk into the room. But what helped me to break out of that is remembering my inherent worth. This is what I call your divine self-worth. Your worth is not tied to achievements. It's not tied to roles. It's not tied to likes, comments of other people's, or their approval. I know this might sound too esoteric for some of you, but I genuinely believe that we're all part of this oneness. We're all parts of essentially light. When you think of the fact that you are infinity expressing itself in human form, how can you not be confident? What does it matter that you don't like the shape of your nose? For those of you who aren't on a spiritual path right now, there is another way to think about it. Confidence is remembering who you were before the world told you. And radical self-acceptance is actually a foundation of this inner confidence. When you can accept yourself unconditionally, the good and the bad, you create psychological safety. And it doesn't mean that you're not striving to improve and grow, but your true improvement starts when you're able to accept what you've been given. This is where self-forgiveness comes in. Doing the inner child healing or practices such as shadow work, accepting and forgiving all of the parts of yourself, even those that hurt other people. Your inner child still holds the earliest beliefs about worth. I'm too much. I'm not enough. My needs are a burden. Those beliefs then show up in your adult confidence. And for example, somebody who grows up with emotionally unavailable parents might always seek approval at work. Their confidence becomes fragile and dependent on external validation. Somebody who sees mistakes as proof of inadequacy will never feel confident because they feel reluctant to try new things. Inner child healing is about rewriting those beliefs. It's about actually installing the software in your subconscious that tells you, I'm allowed to take up space. My needs matter. I don't have to earn my worth. Point number 4 is keeping promises to yourself. Think about what makes you confident in a friend. You trust that they will show up when you need them. You're confident because you know that if you call them at 3 in the morning, they would pick up. Confidence in yourself works the exact same way. Every time you break a promise to yourself, and it's so easy to do because nobody's watching, your brain starts to believe that I can't rely on myself. And this erodes your sense of self-respect. And when self-respect goes out of the window, confidence goes with it. Let's say you're promising yourself that you're going to wake up early in the morning and exercise or meditate, but you keep snoozing the alarm again. Or you want to commit to reading before bed, but you're scrolling instead. They seem small, but these daily actions create tiny fractures in your self-respect. Confidence essentially is an accumulated self-trust data. Your brain always keeps the score. There is something called the accountability loop. You have an intention to become a better person, to do something new. You then take action, and the action alters your self-perception. If action is missing, your self-perception is affected as well. The solution is simple. Do one small thing a day that proves that you don't abandon yourself. Think micro-promises, baby steps, 1% shifts, but daily. This rebuilds your inner trust faster than anything else. And finally, identity. You can try every confidence hack in the world, but if your identity says, I'm not a confident person, your brain is going to scan the environment and look for the proofs of those beliefs. You cannot act against your self-concept for too long. Your subconscious will always inevitably correct the mismatch. And so confidence is not really a skill, it's part of your identity. And it's also the answer to the question, who am I? The statement I am is the most powerful statement in the world. Every time you say I am, you're proclaiming who you are in this world, how you show up, who you believe yourself to be, and so your reality matches that. You could start just by paying attention to who you say you are. Remember, that's not an objective reality, that's your self-perception. And it's very powerful in shaping how you show up than how confident you are when you walk into the room, how confident you are when you talk to other people. This is your operating model. You're not a confident person because you do confident things, but you start doing confident things because you believe you're somebody who can. And this is where deliberate identity work comes in. You can't jump from 0 to 100 because your brain is just simply not going to believe it, which is why affirmations fail so often. But you can shift your story in small ways at first. Instead of saying, I'm shy, you can try saying, I'm somebody who's good at one-to-one interactions. Instead of saying, I'm socially awkward, you can try saying, I enjoy meaningful conversations on the topics that I'm passionate about. Identity shapes behavior. This is probably my favorite topic on this channel, and repeated behavior reinforces the identity. And the final bonus point, the biggest confidence killer, comparison. Social media makes it almost impossible not to compare yourself to others these days, but we tend to forget that online is not actual life. It's a curated highlight reel. Having that initial role model when you're starting something new can be very powerful. It's telling your brain that that thing you want, that quality of yours that you'd like to embody is actually possible for you. But eventually you will need to release it. When you're trying to become more confident in who you are, but you're constantly comparing your looks, your achievements, your qualities to those of other people, that affects the sense of the innate self-worth that we just spoke about. Remember, you're truly unique and one of a kind, with all of the things that you believe that are your weaknesses, with all of your quirks. All of it makes you, you. And that is impossible to replicate. Confidence is what remains when you stop trying to be someone else. When you can tap into that, confidence becomes lasting, natural, and easy. So these are the 5 areas to look into if you want to become a genuinely confident person. Set meaningful goals and commit to small steps. Keep the promises you make to yourself. Learn to set healthy boundaries. Rewrite the story that you tell yourself about who you are. And most importantly, remember your inherent worth. You came here with unique gifts, unique talents, and a mission. And the world needs your light. If you're somebody who is struggling with confidence right now, leave a comment below and I'll do my best to support you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and I'll see you in the next one.